Coach, thank you. Well, you folks at home can see the evidence. Snow and supposedly a few inches yet to fall here at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport. As both teams made their way out of the tunnel, these folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Dallas Cowboys and the Philadelphia Eagles. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Down. 60 Pittsburgh.
That's what I do.
Check three. Hey, orbit. No.
They'll run on first down. Thomas. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
On second down, it's Thomas. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be third and about a foot or 2.
Brings up third down.
Here we go. Set. 18 Gator.
Let him know.
Go.
Here we go.
They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive. Couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
They'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. On second down, here's a run with Mack. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Box drop.
Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback. Mike one. Bring it.
Hey, Zoo. Get it.
They'll try and run for this with Mack. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. The Eagles send out their punter now. Back deep, Jakeem Grant. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Cowboys will take over here at the 20. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Switch up. Swerve. Hey. Check. Watch 54. Strip the ball. 47. Strip that ball.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Vita Vea in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. Give him 5 yards on the run there, but it'll leave him with a definite 3rd and long on the horizon.
Kill. Turn up.
from the shotgun. It's Prescott. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
We play to win.
First and
Go.
10 at their own 20-yard line.
Let's go.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change, a quarterback, running back, tight end, it doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result. But we keep stats on everything, don't we? This is one that you don't want to have. That's a second drop right here in the first quarter.
Yeah, I was going to say, only in the first quarter. Certainly a ship that he wants to right quickly.
Hey, Alpha. 5.
He'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. We see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss.
They're running it.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack.
We call that sack.
They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that. Give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
Look at me. Zipper. Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go. Here we go. Oh. Here we go. Oh.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. And he finds a man on a crossing route. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. First down, Prescott. Forced out to his left. He'll try and run it. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got.
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Brandon Graham in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Kill. Let's make these babies cry. Check 52.
3rd and long for Prescott. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfired.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. So a good kick there. They put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it. In some phases of life, that's what's known as the quick response team. Down 3, they come right back with a big return. They want to at least tie this game up.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And complete to Zach Ertz. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. On first down, it's Thomas. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Watch now.
3rd down and
Begin. Check. Hey. Check 26. Get it.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
Let's get it. Watch the eye. Kill.
Prescott from the gun. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Prescott. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. A big play there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
Well, if the plan is to come in here and go toe-to-toe with these guys, it certainly does not hurt if you hit them with a big shot along the way, too.
That's got to give them some confidence. And the other thing right now, it quiets this crowd, at least for the time being.
Yeah, that is what is called the intended consequence of their actions.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready, set.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense. I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. And they worked this well upfield across the 45. That one good for 24 yards. This quarterback now 4 out of 10 throwing the ball in this first half, but he's got a first down here. They'll run it. It's Mack. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle.
Watch Mike. Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Second and 13. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 30.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam. Oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. A little bit of space there for the first down run as that's going to get him about 5 yards. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5. On second down now, it's Mack. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up first and goal. The Eagles into the red zone for the first time. They've got a first and goal from the 10-yard line.
Hey, Delta.
They'll run here with Mack. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Go. Undercut. Hey, Haywood. Go. Shoot.
On second down, it's Thomas. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on third and goal? Back to throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17.
And that's the kind of stand all defenses are seeking. Third and goal, backs against the wall, and they get a monster sack, and now they're going to force them into a field goal. For them, that's a win.
And this one is right through. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, Parker, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
Good starting field position for them as they come up first and 10 at the 40.
52's the mark, boy. 52.
Here's Prescott. That's complete to White. Nice stiff arm.
Underused, but still effective.
And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. A big play here for Dallas. 55 yards. Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. So the big play to kick off the drive set them up first and goal, and they're able to cash in right away on play number 2.
I think I'm starting to understand more and more when we get ready to do games and we meet with coaches why they talk about big plays, explosive plays, and how it sets them up for success, because that's exactly how they were able to score on this one. We saw the touchdown. We saw the payoff, but of course that big, long chunk play is what got them in position.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo? And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Leighton Vander Esch wreaking havoc with a sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
They'll set up a throw into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26, and he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive, and they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go around?
You should be.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
52. Watch 52. 52's the mic. Get your swerve on. 52's the mic. Watch Mike. Watch Mike. I smell fear.
Now back to throw. Complete. This is Albert Wilson. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. They'll run here with Mack. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 2nd and 2. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. The 30. The 20. 10. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
46.
Second down and goal. Prescott. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop.
You ain't doing nothing today.
Here we go, 47. 52. Bound to lose one. Check that. We got Mike 52 right here. 52. We got to get the ball. D, get the ball right here. Let's go. We're going to 54. Right here. 26.
Prescott on 3rd and goal. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And the route is on here in this first half. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see do they rely. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. They'll set up to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, this snow front that is